Hello traders. So I just want to have a quick look at Bitcoin. Now, there are a few things which are starting to interest me on Bitcoin. And I have been waiting quite some time for this to start forming a base of sort that I can trade off. And I think we may very well be seeing a base forming. So I'm on the weekly chart at the moment. And what I want to highlight is this downward trend has been broken and we have retested. We're busy with the retest, right? Last week we had no movement, to be honest. I mean, we came down, we went up, and we opened and closed pretty much in the same place. So that's an indication that the bulls and the bears are quite happy with price where it is. So they're quite happy with the fact that price is sitting at $7,400, $7,500 at the moment. Okay, now when we look at Ichimoku, we can see how far apart Kijinsen and Tikinsen are. And this is not the norm, okay? The norm is for these things to be close together like this. When they move far apart, there's indecision. Nobody knows what's going on, okay? And they're also flat, which is indicating a range, more indecision. So the weekly right now, the message that you're getting from the Ichimoku system is exactly the same as price action. So this bar is telling you, we don't know where we're going, okay? So let's just get down to the daily because there are a few very interesting things happening here. Okay, so the first one, which is kind of concerning to me if I'm looking for longs, is this breakout here has not been retested. So what do I mean by that? This daily bar here on the 11th of April, the high has not been retested. So price ran through and didn't come back to test this level. And normally what happens is price always heads back to test those levels. If it doesn't do it the same day, it does it on another day. And you can see here, for example, here price broke below this level, consolidated, came back and tested it, then moved back to the downside. Okay, so this is a magnet right now. And it also coincides with this downward trend line. Okay, so that is a pretty strong magnet at the moment. So it does tend to track price. However, we have Kijinsen and Tikinsen here, so the red and blue lines, which are running straight, and we have a cloud that's running straight. So on the daily perspective, what's happening here is it's kind of looking range bound. In other words, indecision. Nobody really knows whether we should go up or go down. Now, we have had a wedge break. So this is a falling wedge, and we have broken to the upside. Okay, could also be seen as a channel to the downside, but same principle. We have broken to the upside, and we're coming back to test. Okay, we're also inside the daily Tikinsen, which is this blue line. So ideally, what you'd be wanting to do here on a longer term trade is a break above here is a long trade. Okay, and you're going to be aiming for the 200-day EMA and the daily Kijinsen. Okay, so that's kind of the trade that I can see at the moment. So that's one of the trades that I can see. This level here is concerning, so there is a possibility of it getting back down to here. Okay, so your stops are going to have to be kind of below this daily bar here, even below Tikinsen here. That's kind of the one trade that I can see. If we drill down to the 4 hour, it starts becoming a little clearer. And you can see that from an Ichimoku perspective, we've had a twist. We've had a Chico span has broken through price. Okay, we'd like to see it through the cloud as well, but it's fine. And we've had a golden cross here of Tikinsen and Kijinsen at this point here. So there is a good possibility that this is going to move to the upside. So the one thing I do want to highlight is okay, so it's fine. What I do want to do here is just check the Fibonacci retracement, and you can see of this upward move we have pulled back nicely to 61.8. Okay, So the other trade that I see here, let's just get rid of the Fibonacci, is a break above this current 4-hour bar. So I would be quite interested to get in on a trade on a break above this pin bar here, so this green bar. Okay, you can also take a I want to call it a punt, because it would be a reasonable punt to take at this level where we are now, but with a stop loss below there. Okay, so we want to stop below the cloud. But for me, I think I'd rather just wait to see if this level holds. So this 61.8, if it does hold and we start moving to the upside, then you'll know that it's pretty much a good trade and that you can be in. One thing to look at here, you can see we have had a high and we have had a higher low. There was a previous low, this is a higher low. We have a higher high, it's higher than that, and we have a higher low, which is higher than that. And then we have another higher high, and are we busy with another higher low? Okay, and the last thing to do here is just to put a line along those two there, and let's just copy that to the top, and you'll see that we are in an upward channel. Okay, so for me right now, this is looking extremely bullish. We also have a couple of the head and shoulders here, so there's an inverse head and shoulders. So there's the shoulder, here's the head, okay, and then here's the other shoulder. We do have an inverse head and shoulders in play. We've got a lot of positiveness on the 4 hour at this stage, but there's still 2.5 hours to go on this candle, so I'd really want to see how this candle finishes. It would be nice to see this 4 hour candle finish as a pin bar, and then you trade on the top of it, take along the top, and then you're expecting it to break through this fractal level here. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing on Bitcoin at the moment. Obviously, if we do break below, well, let's not say this trend line, but we do break below this this purple line here, so I'm going to move it up there. We do break below this level, in other words, back through the cloud, then I would wait for this area here before I start looking to buy again. Okay, so at this stage, it's starting to look pretty interesting. It's prickling my interest anyway, and I'm looking for a reason to get long at this stage. Okay, so that's the Bitcoin view for today. Hope it helps, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Even better, leave us a comment. Love to hear from you. Anyway, enjoy the day, and I'll catch you later.